Hi everyone, I thought I would just film a quick video to help you stick with your New Year's resolutions if you have made any. And I would also kindly like to ask you to take a moment right now and just click the subscribe button. You can tell this early in the morning because I can't even speak. The subscribe button to this channel, and also give the video a thumbs up, and yeah, share the love. I would really appreciate if you could do that, because that will help the channel grow and we all will benefit from that. So let's talk a little bit about goals. When we set goals, these goals are always obviously in the future because we want to get there. So we think more about what we want to achieve than how to actually get there. And often we tend to underestimate or ignore the emotional pain that comes with this goal, or what we have to go through to actually get to the goal. So whenever we experience this pain, we're almost surprised at how hard it is to get to where we want to be. And not to speak of how slowly it goes. Because most people are very, very impatient. We want to put some effort in and get the reward straight away and be happy and merry for the rest of our lives because we got there. So your brain will take these two things and use them to try to convince you that you're going to fail. It's too painful, it's certainly not worth it, and just look at how little results you are getting in the amount of time you have spent doing this. It's way too far to go to get to the end goal. So you better just quit right now, spare yourself some pain, rather than continuing doing this for another month or so because you know that you're gonna quit. That's the talk that's gonna go on up from there. Does any of that sound familiar? I think it does for most people. So if you're struggling with these thoughts, I want you to follow a really simple 3-step process. So I'm going to call it SBD. And no, it does not stand for silent but deadly. It means stop, breathe, and decide. Although silent but deadly may help you remember the letters much easier. See what I did there? I just repeated it several times so that you will remember what it's all about. So stop, breathe, and decide is obviously you stop whatever you're doing. So when you have these thoughts that you want to give up on your New Year's resolution, you stop whatever you're doing and you take a little time out to check in with yourself. Take a deep breath. It helps distract you from those thoughts and it brings you back to your body to be present with what you're doing currently. It's really easy to do. And you will actually get in charge of your brain. You will take back that control in the moment. So when you're taking a breath, you're basically disconnecting the reptilian brain and you're allowing yourself to connect with your higher brain or the prefrontal cortex so that you can make a more informed and better, hopefully, decision. And then you have to make the decision. So make a mindful decision about what your intention is for today, or this week, or this month, or whatever you want it to be. But if you're just listening to, oh, it's too hard, can't do it, you're very likely to give up, or at least semi-give up and not actually following through on the action that you were thinking of doing. So it might be that you want to go on a full-on binge, but instead you're negotiating with yourself and say, I'm just going to have a little bit. You might succeed, you might not. Usually when we're doing sugar, we want to continue doing it because we're reinforcing ourselves and we need more and more and more. If it's something like exercise, you might go to the gym and you had a plan for what you were going to do. You don't really want to follow that plan because it was too painful. But just think about what that plan is. You have set up a plan because you have a goal in mind and you want to get to that goal. And this plan is what is going to allow you to get there. If you're only doing 50% of that plan or 70% of it, you're probably not going to get the 100% of your goal. And that's where it's good to just check in with yourself. Okay, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Okay, I want to reach this goal. What do I need to do right now in this moment to get there? and make a decision about what you're going to do. And then you can ask yourself questions like, how do I want to feel? For me, I want to be in control, which I have been quite well, but I also want this peace of mind. I don't want to have to think about food constantly, or sugar, or when I'm going to have it next, or have a little discussion with myself about whether I should have it tonight or not, etc. What do I want to achieve? For me, I want to achieve not eating sugar, or not even wanting to eat sugar. How will I know when I have this, or what do I think that I will feel when I have this? So when I have this, I will no longer have these feelings of missing out when other people are eating it, or thinking about certain things that I really, really like, and feeling like, oh my God, I'm going to miss out on this because I'm never going to have it again in my life. And I don't want to have that. So when I have that, I know that I've reached my goal. And what resources do you have available right now to achieve this? So that might be when I have a craving, do I know how to emotionally handle this craving? Or do I need to go somewhere and find some information that will allow me to be able to handle my cravings? So what are the obstacles? What's in my way to achieving what I want to achieve? And the next one is, what steps do I need to take? So, for example, I have videos on how to handle your cravings. One of them is called Not Eating Sugar is Easy. So you can go and find that, but I'm talking about that in many videos, so you can just have a look through mainly my older material. But there's one in the 30-day sugar challenge I posted as well. A bit more brief, but it's there. So I could go and check out my videos. I could go and search on the internet for other sources. You feel free to do it wherever you want, but what do you need to do to get to where you want to be, and what do you need to do to be able to overcome the obstacles that you're facing? So those are some things that you can ask yourself to just help yourself to stay on track and realize that this goal is actually important. So when we have a future reward, such as being sugar-free, that is quite far in the future, and there's not much of a reward on the way there. So, but if I couple that with some more immediate rewards, then it's so much easier for me to stick with my goal. And this is true for everyone, and no matter what goal you have. So if I want to teach myself that to not want sugar anymore, it can really, really feel like a drag, because there is a lot of emotional pain on the way, a lot of scarcity thinking that I won't ever be able to have this again, and I love this and I really want to eat it, and blah blah blah. So there's very, very little immediate reward. But if I focus on the process rather than the goal, so if I'm focusing on the process that I'm teaching myself to overcome the negative emotions, and I'm learning how to handle my cravings, I will be able to feel success every time I overcome a craving. And every time, that is a small win to me, because every time I do it, I'm going to get better at it. So with my goal, I want to teach myself to not want sugar. The teaching process is part of my goal. So every time I get better at it, I have a little win. And this is really important. It's the same thing if you want to lose weight, which is very common, that most people want to do come January. I want to lose 10 kilos in 6 months, maybe. Now, if you're only focusing on the 10 kilos, you're going to lose maybe 5 kilos really, really quickly, and then the last 5, they're going to be dragging. And it's so easy to lose motivation after those 5 first quick kilos. But if you set up realistic small goals along the way, it's so much easier to stay motivated. Right, in the first week I'm going to lose 2 kilos. Or I prefer actually with weight to do it monthly goals, because weight can be very, very up and down. Sometimes it takes a while. You can hit the plateau, you can keep doing what you're doing, and all of a sudden the weight will start shifting again with no apparent reason. And that's how weight works. So I would prefer that you do longer goals than a month, because a week is a very short period of time. But maybe you want to lose 5 kilos in the first month, and then you have another 5 months to lose 5 kilos. Easy, isn't it? And then the second month you want to lose 1 kilo, and then you have 4 months to lose 4 kilos, and so on. And just know that it's going to be easy in the beginning, but you are going to hit the plateau, for example. So make sure that you not necessarily hit every single goal, but that you have small goals on the way that will make you feel motivated and stay on track. So personally, I have added, as a way of measuring my success, and obviously I want these things as well, but the most important thing to me is to not wanting sugar anymore, because I believe that not wanting sugar anymore is going to enhance my life so much, and it's going to make my life so much better, and it's going to make it so much easier for me to achieve other things that I want to do. Because even though I'm mostly in control of my sugar intake, I'm still thinking about it much more than I would like to. So that would free up even more brain space. So I've added a strength goal and a weight goal this year. So whenever the scales is moving down, or whenever my weights are moving up, I have had another win. So not only do I have a win every time I don't give in to my cravings and I can actually allow them to be there, but when the scales is going down, when the weights are going up, I'm still winning. And with having these 3 measurements, well, actually I have 2 strength goals, so I have 4. There will always be something going on. There will always be a win, probably on a weekly basis, in one of these 4 areas. And I'm definitely going to make sure that the cravings management is going the way that I want it to go. The other goals I have a little bit less control over, but I'm going to be tweaking and shifting things around if it doesn't move the direction that I want it to move. So I think it's really important that you live every day with intention, that you are thinking about what you can do today to reach your goal. So if you were just starting every day with asking yourself the question that what can I do today to reach my goal, you will be in pretty good shape, at least if you are following it and doing whatever your answer is. So if you want to learn more about goal setting and how to stick to your goals, I would like to invite you to head over to my brand new Patreon site that I've set up. And now today I've actually sorted this out, so you can have a look there down on the screen. I'm also putting that in the comments. So if you want to join me over there, there are a few different tiers that you can join. They will all have some material that will help you on your own journey. But the higher tiers also include my personal support if you want that and if you need it. So just head over there, have a look at what's what. If you don't need a lot of help, but you just want to support me and what I'm doing here on YouTube and with my journey, then you're free to join the lowest tier, which is $5 a month. So that's basically a cup of coffee. And yeah, even if you don't want to do that, I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your feedback and all the comments that you're leaving. I love it. So just bring them on. And again, just give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done it already. That is also a way of supporting the channel. And please let me know where you want this channel to go, because ultimately I'm doing what I'm passionate about, but I'm making the videos for you guys. So if you are not quite following what I'm doing, if it feels like, yeah, this is good, but I would like you to tweak it a little bit to this way or that way, just let me know and I will do my best to try keep inspiring you to get the best out of your life as well. And if whatever you're suggesting is within my area of expertise, I will be happy to do whatever I can to put that sort of material out. If it's not within my expertise, I'm sorry, I'm probably not the best person to do it, but please suggest things and I will see what I can do about it. Sometimes I can tweak things around. I know someone suggested a couple of times that I do hypnosis videos. I know absolutely nothing about it, so I'm probably not the best person to ask there. But when it comes to nutrition, health, exercise, I'm pretty knowledgeable in the area, so that's all good. I am a scientist, and I know some of you know this, and you are here because I have nutritional knowledge, and that is good. I'm not usually going into the science, however, I have a video in mind which would be a little bit sciencey, because I want most people to just be able to consume the material and digest it very easily. But if that's what you want, then let me know. So I'm here for you, and that was all for today. It wasn't as short as I thought it would be. So see, I can babble on in the morning even when it's early. It's actually the 1st of January when I'm filming this, early in the morning, because I'm going up at 6 o'clock. And yeah, I wanted to get that in before I'm heading off to do some kayaking. It's lovely to be in New Zealand. It's summer. I'm used to having New Year's celebrations in dark Scandinavia. So there we go. That was all for today. Have a lovely day and enjoy 2020. Make that the best year of your life. See ya.